Now we review the 2022 film Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space. Cocaine crabs from outer space. Cocaine crabs from outer space. They're gonna breed all over the place. Cocaine crabs from over space. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it was Brandon Tenold who said that the whole cocaine film thing was getting out of hand, which caused me to Google cocaine movies, and I ran across, I believe it was an illegal copy, of Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space. It is a zero-budget film, which of course, alien crabs, come down from outer space and speak to some frat boys who give them cocaine, which sends them on a rampage, snorting up everything white and powdery and breeding out of control. And the director / writer, Chuck Magee, I think? Magee? Magee. Apologies if I butchered your name. Is a detective who has to, solve the case of the cocaine crabs of outer space and save the world. All right. Before I get any further, let me remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, the first note I have to say about Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space is they did not have a catchy jingle, which would have been awesome. It's just, I understand that costs money, and this is a zero-budget film, so they didn't have that. But if there ever is a high-budget remake of Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space, or perhaps a sequel, what you really want to do is get your local band to write Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space, because hard to say as it is, this is an awesome premise. I mean, it just, knowing this movie exists makes me happy. And I'm not a happy person and I hate everything, yet I did enjoy this movie. It is getting a 5.1 on IMDb. It is not getting a Rotten Tomatoes score. So if any of you are on Rotten Tomatoes, please watch this film and score it, because it needs a score. But to say this film is low budget, as I say, it's a zero budget film. They use two different kinds of fake crab. They're the kind of fake crab you would see on the wall at a fish restaurant. It's an obviously fake crab. Maybe from a great distance you could realize it's a real steamer crab. And, they do almost nothing to make the crabs look realistic. There are a couple of scenes where they have googly eyes on them and the crabs dance. The movement is very hokey. There are scenes where crabs are clearly moved around by fishing line. They're not trying to hide the fishing line. This is not that kind of a movie. This movie is essentially poking fun at low-budget creature features. And that's what it does. I hear it was done in Oregon or Oklahoma, something with an O. And all using local people, not actors you would expect. And as a result, they look like normal people, which is a good thing to me. I honestly thought that was pretty funny. And, they have a character who's the cocaine king, and he actually wears a crown. It's just so obviously on the nose. And that's the thing about this film. It is supposed to hit you on the nose, but it's still really funny. And there are filler scenes. There are scenes that have nothing. There are scenes where the crabs basically put on a crab circus for you. And whereas these scenes have nothing to do with the plot other than to illustrate the fact that these crabs are clearly snorting cocaine, it's also really entertaining, which is one of those things about this particular film, is that it's meant to be fun. And the people who are in this film are probably having more fun than we are watching it, but it still doesn't make it a bad film. And I love to see these low-budget films, because you look at what is going on out there. Siren, I'm filming. Sorry about that, but you look at this film and you just enjoy the fact that it exists and people had fun. And I've seen predatory filmmaking, all right? And predatory filmmaking is, it's like a YouTuber, for example, will start a GoFundMe campaign. They'll raise $60,000 to make a film, put out the bare minimum effort to actually make that film, and pocket as much money as they can. This film appears to be a genuine attempt for someone who just loves the film, loves the concept of the creature feature, and made this film. And it's not a very logical film. It's not meant to be. It's a farce. It's a comedy with fast acting jokes and very strange things. But, it's actually a pretty well-written script when you think about it. I mean, one of the running gags is that this guy, this detective, thought that a clown had been murdered, and everybody else is going, no, the clown wasn't murdered, he just ran off. You're making mountains out of molehills. And that that's going to pay off. And it pays off. And, it pays off in a pretty funny way. And a lot of the things in this film are designed to, just be funny. I mean, the scenes where the crabs get busy to make more crabs, they go into an old child molester looking black van, and it says 7 minutes later and the van's rocking, and so many more minutes later the van's rocking, and I think it was like an hour later or something, the van's still rocking. So apparently whoever made this film thinks that cocaine and sex do mix. Although I guess it would also mean that you forget to bring your condom. So there's a thing. And look, if you're looking for a top-notch movie with wonderful special effects, you are going to be disappointed. But if you're looking for a fun film, that's what this is. That's what it's meant to be. I say you put this in the middle of your watch list. Again, it's not super good. It's low budget, it's cheap, it's hokey, it's campy, but it's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Greetings, humanity. Once again, Fred the Facehugger here, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course you should do that because, if you look, I am wearing 2 bracelets. These bracelets are from 4Ocean, a company that pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time somebody buys something from them. Well, the owner of this channel has pledged to buy 1 bracelet for every 1,000 subscribers. And it's a very, very dirty ocean that you dirtied. So you should help him out and comment, like, and subscribe. Therefore, having him more subscribers so that he can buy more bracelets and clean that ocean. Or, I could fulfill my life cycle and hug your face. Don't you want a hug? Come over here. I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug right now. Yes, come over here, polluting human. Let me give you a hug.